Welcome friends, it's Wednesday's Why. So I want to talk about muscle testing. I had put out a question and some of you guys knew what it was, some of you didn't, and so I thought it would be good to kind of talk about it a little bit. But it's how we dialogue with the body, or how the body is able to tell us what it needs and what's going on. And so it's a great communication tool. The earth has polarity, okay? So you have a north and a south pole. Well, our bodies have the same. It has a north on the top of the head, and which is positive, and the feet, it has a negative. And so you have that in your body. Your hand has the same thing. So you have a positive here and you have a negative here. So we all live in that kind of like that, kind of a yin yang, positive, negative. So the earth has it, our body has it, and we're able to use muscle testing, like I said, to get questions answered or to be able to understand what is going on with the body. And it's kind of like when you do a lie detector test, you're hooking up all the different senses in the body, whether you sweat, whether your heart rate's going, whether, your, maybe eye movement that they're looking at, all the different things that they're looking at to find out, how are your body responding when they ask a true question or a false question. And so muscle testing is just one of those forms of being able to register, just like a lie detector test, what's going on in the body. And so a lot of times people say, well, examples. So some of you have probably, if you know anything about it, you know about the arm test where you push down the arm. Someone would say you could actually, put your hand like this and then you can test, I want to be healthy, I want to be sick. And so we say that particular phrase just because most people don't want to be sick. You can use any kind of question that, you want. But sometimes you have to be very specific. So you can't name. Sometimes if you have a nickname, your body will get confused. You want to make sure it's something that you can always test to make sure that it's the right question to ask. All right. So, but anyway, so you can push down on that, and that muscle is weak if it's not a true question. I personally use this finger here and I push down on that. And so I want to be healthy, and when I'm sick, it gives away because it's weak. You can also do, if you're holding a piece of paper or something like that, you can say, I want to be healthy, I want to be sick. And the way that the restriction at this muscle shows you that it's not a true question, it's false. Okay. I think what's fascinating is you can even pull your finger across your finger and say, I want to be healthy, and then I would be stick, and it sticks. Okay. You also do the O-ring test, which a lot of people have heard about. I want to be healthy, I want to be sick, and it breaks when it's because it's too loose. So those are, and there's many ways of being able to muscle test. So you have to just find one that works for you, and it takes a practice. I have spent many years learning how to trust a muscle, being able to know what it says, so that I'm aware of what the body's trying to communicate. And how I use that for my clients is I'm testing them to find out, what their body is wanting and what they need. So I'm Jody Colegrove, and I'm a holistic health coach, and I help women in their 30s, or 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, pretty much the gamut, discover what the root cause is. In other words, if you have a health issue, we can use the muscle testing to find out, hey, what's going on? What organ's involved? What pathogen? What toxins involved? And then find out how to reconnect it so that the body can go, oh yeah, I don't want that in my body. I need to work on getting rid of it. But that way, when we do that, then you can finally get some answers and have some clarity on what to do. So you know what's going on in your body and what you need to do it. And it gives you so much peace to be able to know, oh yeah, okay, I can go in this direction. This is what I need to take care of. And it gives you just a sense of peace because you got those answers. And you're heading in the right direction, getting back that health that you want and you so richly deserve. So like I said, it takes some practice to kind of learn, how to muscle test, but it's a great way of being able to understand what's going on with your body and things that you need to know that's going to help you thrive. And so we have, ways of being able to teach that, but that's how what I do in my practice with my holistic health. So I'd love you to join my Facebook group, which is Holistic Health for Christians, and I talk more about tapping, toxins, and trauma. And so that's all part of that. So I'm going to be covering those things from here on out. So you kind of know kind of what we do. So I'd love you to join. All right. Blessings. Have a great rest of the week.